Hi everyone, today's class is going to be a very quick core workout, really simple exercises that will just allow you to get in touch with your core, just really connect with those muscles there. So we're going to start on our backs, coming all the way down onto the mat. Keep the soles of your feet connected to the mat here. They're roughly hip width apart. Now you're going to bring your hands onto the front of your pelvis. We're going to start here just through some pelvic curls. So you're untucking your pelvis, drawing your tailbone almost down in front of you towards the mat. So you'll find that little arch through your lower back. And then we tuck the pelvis under, thinking about the tailbone scooping under and up. The lower back now is pressing down. So we inhale to untuck, find that little arch through your back, and then exhale to tuck it under. So your hands on your pelvis just allow that little bit of feedback. And you get to grips with sort of the different positions through your spine and through your pelvis. We're going to do one more, so we inhale, exhale, tuck. Now from here we're going to find sort of like a halfway point between those. So you've got a tiny blueberry sized gap through your lower back, and your pubic bone and your hip bones are now level with the mat and level with one another. Keeping your hands where they are, we're going to come up onto the toes. Toes are nice and light here. On your next inhale, we're going to slide 1 foot away, just on the toes. Nice and light there, and then we draw the toes back in on our exhale. Other side, inhale, take it out. Exhale, draw it in. So just warming up through that core activation. This class is going to be super simple, but really good if you just want to reconnect with your core muscles. So as you slide your leg away, keeping that middle neutral spine, neutral pelvis that we practiced. Not letting one hip drop down. So again, your hands are on your pelvis for that feedback there. Let's do one more. And all the way in. Lovely. Keeping your toes light here, we're going to bring the hands behind the head. Fingers interlace, your elbows are nice and wide in your peripheral vision. Now you're keeping your neutral spine, toes are still nice and light. On your next exhale, we're going to curl head, neck and chest. Inhale, melt the chest back down. Keeping those elbows wide, shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Thinking about that blueberry underneath your back. You've got 5 more. Three. And 2. Last one like this. And all the way down. Lovely. Bring those hands back from behind your head. I'm just going to scoot myself forward. From here, we're going to come into our tabletop. So, in our tabletop, we need to tuck the pelvis under, drawing the lower back down into the mat. Arms are going to be by the sides. On our exhale, we're going to float one leg up to tabletop, then the other leg. Inhale, tap the foot down and down. So we exhale, lift up, up. Inhale, down, down. So keeping that lower back connected with the mat at all times here. If you're finding that already it's starting to come away from the mat when you lift both legs, maybe you can take just one and tap it down, and then the other and tap it down. Wherever you are, you exhale on the lift. Inhale to lower. Keeping that tailbone scooping under and up. Let's do 2 more here. Last one, we're going to hold the legs in tabletop. Knees are directly over the hips, lower back still pressing that blueberry down into the mat. Now we're squishing it down. Can we wave both arms up over the head? Now on your next inhale, we're going to wave both arms back past the ears. Keep those ribs closed, keep that lower back pressing down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So really being careful that when you take your arms back, you're not opening up through your rib cage or arching away from your lower back. Keep everything knitting down and in. Once again, we can take this exercise with the toes down on the mat if tabletop is feeling like a bit too much today. Let's go for 3 more. Two. And last one. Lovely. Arms are going to come down by your sides. Take them nice and wide out away from you, and palms are facing up towards the ceiling. Now, 2 options. We can reconnect the toes, squeezing the thighs and the knees together. We take our knee drop over to one side. Exhale to squeeze all the way back up through center. Other way. So we're all going to start with this option, just to warm into this exercise, into this rotation. Keeping the thighs squeezed together. Both shoulder blades stay down on the mat. Now, if that's feeling nice and you want to maybe challenge yourself a little bit, we're going to bring the legs back into our tabletop. Knees and thighs are squeezing together as we come over to one side and all the way up. So this movement doesn't have to be big. The knees don't have to come all the way down to the floor on each side. You're keeping it controlled through your range. Exhaling back up through center. Being careful that if you are in your tabletop, your knees aren't sinking in towards your chest. Keeping the knees over the hips and in line as you take them over to one side. Let's do 1 more each way here. Last one. Exhale all the way back through center. Lovely. Legs stay in tabletop. Arms are going to reach all the way up to the ceiling once again. We inhale, send the arms back. Exhale, as we wave the arms up, we nod the chin towards the chest into our chest lift. Inhale, lower the chest, take those arms back. Exhale, lift all the way up. So we're just combining that chest lift with that arm reach. Inhale, down and back. Exhale all the way up, squishing that blueberry down. keeping the belly button drawing down towards the spine. If you'd like to add on your next one, as we exhale, lift, we're going to extend one leg to our diagonal. Draw it back to tabletop as we lower through the chest. To the other side, we exhale, lift, extend the other leg. Lovely, so just taking what option feels good to you. That leg extension doesn't have to be low down towards the ground. It can be up towards the ceiling. If that's where you can keep it controlled, keep that lower back pressing down. Strong, powerful arms here, keeping those arms active. Let's do one more to each side. And last one. Bring that leg back to your tabletop. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows are nice and wide. Now we're going to extend one leg, twisting the chest towards the bent knee. Inhale through center. Other way, exhale, twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Trying to draw the elbow, top elbow up towards the ceiling, bottom elbow back away from you. So top elbow up towards the ceiling, bottom elbow away from you. Creating that distance and that space through your chest. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Come through center, both legs to tabletop. Keep your chest lifted. We're going to extend both legs out and in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Whew. Lower back stays squishing that blueberry down. You've just got 4 more and then you're done. Two more. And last one. Bring it all the way in. Draw those knees in towards your chest. Relax down. Take a nice deep breath. Let's shake the head now. And then maybe take a gentle sway from side to side. Lovely, hands will come behind the thighs. Press your thighs in towards your hands, nod your chin to your chest, and roll all the way up to a seated position. Lovely. We're just going to end class as usual with some shoulder rolls. So hands can come onto the knees. Let's roll the shoulders up, back and down. So hopefully you felt that strong connection to your core there. Really great exercises to just take it back to basics and find that strong connection. Really important that you get that good technique when we do that core work. So really well done. Let's do one more. Lovely. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon.